Assalamu alaikum dear class, and welcome back to another lecture of consumer behavior. Today we will be talking about consumer learning, which is one of the most important concept in consumer behavior, because every purchase decision is influenced by what the consumers have learned from their previous experiences, market communication, social interaction and observations. Learning refers to the process through which individuals acquire knowledge and experience that they apply to their future behavior. According to Schiffman, consumer behavior is the process that continuously evolves the consumer interaction with the products, brands, environments and the marketplace. When the consumers repeatedly encounter information, evaluate the alternatives and experience satisfaction or dissatisfaction, they learn. The learning then influences the future purchase decisions. For example, if the consumer purchases particular brand of shampoo and it finds it effective, the positive experience then becomes the part of learning. So, they will continue to repeat their purchase. Motivation is another driving force that encourages the customers to act in a certain way. Learning begins when the consumers recognizes a need or a desire. For instance, a student may feel a need of a laptop to complete the assignments, and it creates the motivation within them. So, the stimuli that guide the consumer behavior, these cues may be the advertisements, packaging, prices, logos and displays, cues that help the consumer determine how to satisfy their needs. For example, if promotional advertisement highlights the laptop has long battery and such other attractive features, consumers are likely to buy, and responses refers to the consumer's reaction to the cue. The response may include purchasing a product or visiting the website, seeking additional information and recommending the brand to others. Different consumers may respond differently to the same cue depending upon their experience and preferences. So, the reinforcement occurs when the consumer receives the satisfaction after responding to the cue. In this way, reinforcement increases the likelihood of purchase intention. Negative experience, on the other hand, they discourage the future purchases. One of the oldest and the most influential theories is the classical conditioning, classical reinforcement, and such theories will help us learn the consumer behavior in a more better way. In consumer behavior, classical conditioning occurs when the product or the brand is repeatedly paired with some positive stimulus, and over time consumers transfer their feelings towards positive stimulus to the brand itself. The marketers frequently use the principle in advertisement campaigns. Consider it as a soft drink advertisement featuring particular celebrities, happy families, get-togethers and all that. Through the such kind of advertisement, they attract their consumers, and through repeat exposure, the positive emotions become associated with that particular brand. Eventually, the consumers begin to experience positive feelings toward the brand when whenever they see such kind of products, they associate themselves positively with that particular brand. Luxury brands frequently associate themselves with prestige, success and exclusivity. And on the other hand, Schiffman also discusses several important concepts related to classical conditioning. Repetition is one of the most significant thing in consumer behavior, because repeated exposure strengthens the association between stimuli. This is why the consumers often see the same advertisement multiple times over the televisions, websites, billboards, so on and so forth. For example, if the consumer trusts the product of a well known brand, they may extend that trust to the newly introduced products from the same company. This strategy is known as brand extension. On the other hand, uh, stimulus discrimination occurs when consumers learn differently among the similar products. Uh, Marketers often emphasize unique features that distinguish their product from the others. So, the Schiffman is defining such kind of condition as instrumental conditioning. Unlike the classical conditioning, which focuses on association between the stimuli, instrumental conditioning focus on the learning through rewards and punishments. This theory was encouraged by the philosopher. According to that philosopher, consumers learn to repeat the behaviors based on their positive or negative experiences. For example, suppose a consumer purchases a particular restaurant meal and enjoy excellent food over there. The satisfaction received act as a reward, and as a result consumer is more likely to visit the restaurant again. Many loyalty programs are based on instrumental conditioning principles. Airline provides frequent flyer rewards, supermarket provides the discounts and coupons. These rewards encourage the consumers to repeat purchasing behavior. Positive reinforcement occurs when the desirable outcomes are achieved. Discounts, rewards, gifts and excellent consumer service is provided to the customer, whereas negative reinforcement occurs when the consumers experience some unpleasant thing or they experience something contrary to their expectations. So, the marketers understand that immediate reward are often more effective than delayed rewards. Therefore, many marketers offer discounts and cashback offers and such kind of rewards to increase their repeat purchases. The instrumental conditioning is particularly useful in the cases where the positive experiences are required. They become more committed to the brand and are more likely to make the repeat purchase. The third important learning approach discussed by the Schiffman is observational learning, which is also known as modeling. This type of learning occurs when the consumers observe the behavior of others and try to imitate it. People frequently learn by watching family members, friends, celebrities and so on and so forth. For example, a teenager may purchase a particular smartphone after observing the friends using it. Similarly, the consumers may buy the products exposed by social media influencers because they admire them or trust them. So, the observational learning is especially powerful in today's digital environment. Platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, these all provide the customers with countless opportunities to observe the product usage, reviews and recommendations. Marketers actively utilize the observational learning by employing the celebrities, athletes or influencers or experts such as brand ambassadors. When the consumers identify these kind of celebrities, they are more likely to be attached with the particular brand. Family members also serve as an important model. Children often develop preferences toward their parents' like and dislike. So, we can say that these all the factors are dependent upon certain social factors. The product demonstrations, the consumer, you can say the consumer testimonials. So, in conclusion, the consumer learning plays a central role in shaping the purchasing behavior. The learning process begins with the motivation and cues, responses and reinforcement. And the classical conditioning explains how the customer develop association between brand and their positive stimuli, whereas the instrumental conditioning determines how the rewards and consequences shapes the future behavior. Observational learning shows how the consumer learn by watching others purchasing certain products. These learning theories help the marketers to understand how the consumer preferences are formed and how these evolve over the certain period of time. For this particular lecture, this was enough, and we will be back in part second with different topic. Till then, take good care of yourself, and Allah Hafiz.